From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On second down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw on second down is Newton. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On first down, it's Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Come on now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll go on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right back to him on first down. Spinning away, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Newton to throw. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flushed out right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a give to Davis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's a give to Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They go back to the ground now with Penny. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A handoff to Penny. He's to the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Come on now. Great, great, great. Hey, hey.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another time. Timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Gun, gun. Hey, hey.
On second down, Davis. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, to get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Deion Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a handoff to Davis. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, here we go.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney.
The pitch goes to Penny. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now Rashad Penny. And this play will be blown up up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. The handoff, running left is Penny. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, it's Penny. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Over.
That's right, run forward, Penny. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Newton. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw on second down is Newton. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Eluding the pressure right and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jay Ajayi, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set. 319. 319. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
On the run, it's Penny. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
20. Great. 20. Great. Gun. Great. Gun.
Newton to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll set up a throw. And able to find Kirk complete.